All right, we're halfway through the replacement of the power steering pump, which, as you can see, belongs right down in there. It was fun to get out. A very tight fit, as you can tell. Had to remove the fan shroud and fan itself, and that came out pretty easy. Removed all of the pulleys and so on and so forth. And remove the supercharger cover, plastic piece that fits basically over top of the supercharger and in that area here. So, ordered the pump. My pump was leaking. I knew exactly where the leak was coming from. I could tell it leaking like a sieve all throughout in here. But I don't know how to get that off. I tried, pulling this circlip off, but that doesn't seem to help. Took off the back portion of it. Nothing in there. So I don't know if this is pressed on, this gear, or what. So, bought a new pump. It was $1,700 Canadian. And replaced the banjo from the previous pump onto this one. So, we'll try to get this new one on today. First bolt or nut that'll go on is this one back here, and this is the third, I guess, connection to the block, and that one very, very tight to get at. I had to use a wrench and could only get it, turning very, 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 very little. It was at 13 on 13 mil, so basically just was able to get it, going about this much. So it took a while to get that off. So I went out and bought some tools as well. The tools you're going to need to replace this pump. As you can see, I've got tons of tools in the garage here, but I didn't have these tools. So I had to go out and buy a inverted Torx set. So basically your Torx, and this is what they call a safety Torx. So basically it's got the hole in the middle of the Torx. So that set I had to buy. I bought some, clamps as well to clamp off the oil lines and so on. And, they help, but I don't know if they help that much. And what else did I buy? Yes, because of that one nut on the back here with very little room to get at it, I went out and bought a set of ratchet wrenches. So this way, I can basically lock on, get on there, and then just turn the ratchets rather than have to take it off and reconnect and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Basically 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of new tools to work on this Mercedes Benz SL 55 pump replacement. I also removed all of the panels. So the panels off the bottom are gone, as you can see through. I also took the panel off of the wheel here to see if I can get in that way, and it really didn't help much, this one, but certainly the bottom panels have to be removed. What else could I say? Yeah, once I get the new pump on, I will get some spray in there and clean off all that extra oil that basically got over everything. All right, okay, step one, to replace it, I will get that pump back in there and start with that the back nut, which goes right here onto this. Let me get some light in there for you. Yeah, so it basically gets right onto this point right there. So we'll slide in there, we'll get that screw on, or the bolt on the back, or nut on the back, and then we will work on the banjo. And you see the banjo sitting there, right there. That one as well was quite hard to get off. I had to actually go from the bottom to get that banjo pump off. I can't really see it very good. There's a little better view of it. Or banjo hose, or whatever they call that. Alright, and I also took out the reservoir and everything that sits right here. And you'll notice I bagged it so that I don't get any contaminants in there. And there you see one of those clamps that I bought to clamp off that hose. Alright, so first step, we'll get the, I'm going to torque this thing on, or get the torque wrench on. This banjo here, tighten it up to spec. I believe it's 40 Newton meters, and I will check my, my manual, which I bought online. And it's electronic, so here's all the breakdown. It was $100, well worth it. Because I intend to do more work on there when necessary. Alright, okay, so let's get that that pump torqued on at the right torque setting, and then we will install that first nut right here. That's going to go on the back here and hold that pump on. Alright, I'll be back shortly after it's in.